I'm generating, not being ready for this live. I forgot I put tape on my camera. I don't know how many of you actually do that. Do you guys tape your cameras? Like, even if your phone is not actually on, it could still look at you, you know? People can hack that stuff. Anyhow, my purpose of being here today is to talk about nepotism. Who feels that nepotism, how do you feel about nepotism, first of all? Right? Like, there are so many times that I don't give it a second thought. But I do hear my colleagues and my friends and people around me talk about it as an unfair advantage. Or I think what I hear mostly is people talking negatively about the entitled behavior and energy that kids who are raised with rich families tend to portray. Is it a stereotype? Is it the truth? I mean, stereotypes are all stemmed from truth, right? Let's be honest about that. Like, it wouldn't be a stereotype if there was not truth to it. But the issue is we tend to either be all or nothing, right? But that's not life. That is not how we operate in the world. Like, there is lots of gray areas. And some things, for one person, that might seem like a hard line, like, no, this is for sure right or wrong. It could be a gray area for somebody else. You know, it really is based off of your perspective, your perception, your beliefs. And those are all molded based off of our upbringing. Like, what did our parents believe? What did our community believe? Was I raised in a religious upbringing? Because there's very hard lines in that belief, right? And so even though we think that these ideas and thoughts and beliefs are ours, they really have been programmed into us. And oftentimes we feel misaligned with them, but we don't ask questions. Is this who I am? Oh, I'm the black sheep because I don't agree with my family. Or maybe you speak up against injustice or against things that just don't seem fair or that just don't seem right, and you speak up against it. You know, you speak up with the intention to right what feels wrong, you know, making it fair, you know. And that's how I was growing up. I was one who often felt a heaviness about injustice. It's like, well, that doesn't seem fair. Like, let's balance this out. How can we all win? Have it be a win-win situation for everyone. And because of being willful and thinking outside the box and being a woman as well, having an opinion, being strong-minded and intelligent. I was very creative, skillful, and I think it intimidated a lot of people, and it triggered insecurities in the people around me. And their response and reaction to it made me feel like something's wrong with me. I need to stay in my lane. Nobody likes me when I speak my truth. I want to be liked. That's all I want to be, is fit in. So you doing that is not fitting in. And then what else happened was that I started playing small, and I started dimming my light because other people, I was concerned that other people were feeling left out or feeling overwhelmed by my light. And so in order to not cause waves and to not come off as the enemy, I learned very young, very early on, how to fit in. how to live a mediocre, normal, almost redundant life, right? Because I'm just repeating what I'm seeing instead of being my own unique frequency in the world, which is who we are, right? And then I started wondering why I felt unhappy, I felt disconnected, I felt alone. All these things that I started feeling and thinking about myself were all natural, I don't want to say consequences, but natural reactions of the law of attraction in nature for me to start literally compounding my feelings of disconnection. I started looking for proof out there that it's true. I'm like, nobody likes me. Look, that person got upset when I said that. Like, look, I didn't even intend to do that, but somebody got upset because I spoke my truth. You can't do that. It's not okay. And eventually what happened is that I lost myself. And I remember thinking, like, I feel lost, I feel stuck. And then I had children, which compounded that feeling even more. And what happened was I felt that I wasn't even worthy of life. People were better off without me because I was such a burden onto everyone. And I loved them so much that I would rather take my life than see them being pain another day because of something I did that was out of my control or unbeknownst to me or not my intention at all. And in this journey, what I learned was they're getting triggered. They're feeling a certain way because my truth rings so true to them that they don't know how to express it. And the fact that I'm expressing my truth, it's hard for them to hear. It's hard for them to accept because it's a part of themselves that they are not accepting or loving or are willing to look into. And that's all it is. Like, if you're really honest with yourself and you're really sitting here in integrity and with full 100% responsibility in how you are in your life and how life unfolds for you, you'll really start to see that you are the manifester of it. And it's all, when people trigger you, when people upset you, you're giving away your power, first and foremost. Second, it's usually something subconsciously that they hit a nerve on because you know it's truth about you. And then we want to sit there and say, he made me mad. She made me feel this way. I did that because this happened to me. And I am this way because this has happened to me. Have patience with me for being this way because I've had all this shit happen to me. Like, stop giving yourself excuses for being an asshole, first of all. Second of all, do you really feel okay being that way? Like, is it serving you? Life is a series of choices. We know that. We have the will for that, will of choice, right? But we also have a choice on how we perceive life and how we have life affect us. The biggest tip I can give you is don't take yourself so seriously anymore. Have life be neutral. Have feedback from the world for you be a gift of where you have still been playing small and where you're still not loving yourself enough to let go of that insecurity, because that's the only reason why you're being triggered. So if you really want to move the needle forward, if you're really tired of self-sabotaging and playing small and dimming your light because you want to fit in, stop fitting in, first of all. You were not meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. You came here to stand out because you have a message and you have a purpose. And it's usually through the pain that we find our purpose. That's why we have pain. If everything was hunky-dory, do you think that you would try to learn more about the world? Try to make sense of why you exist if everything was hunky-dory? I don't think so, my friend. I think you would get bored eventually and be like, there's got to be more to this. Like, right? And that's why we feel pain. It's life's way of saying you're not on your path. You're more than this. And share your knowledge on how you got through the pain so that others, through your purpose, can live theirs. And until you start showing up and just doing it and speaking your truth, regardless of how it looks, because you're not going to do it perfectly, even if you have all the things that you think that you need, you're still going to fumble and fall. That's what happens every time we do anything new. Remember when you started walking, crawling, riding a bike, writing, talking, you fumbled every time before you perfected it. And man, that's all life's about. Practice. What are you practicing? Practicing looking for the faults and the negativity in the world? Are you practicing looking for love and abundance and finding a way to problem solve and not finding a problem to the solution? Because those are two types of people: the people that find solutions to problems and people who find problems to the solution. Don't be the latter, because you matter and you're enough and you're perfect and unique in every way that you are, and your message is in your heart now. Just speak it. Even if you have to start off by saying, guys, I'm so nervous, I've never done this, I don't feel like I'm enough, I don't feel like I'm worthy to come here and tell you because I'm not an expert, but I had so much transformation happen in this year, and this is what I did that helped me. And if it helped me, maybe it can help you. And that's all the message, and that's all the thing that I want to share. I don't know how it looks. It was messy, and it took a while, and it took trials and tribulations and mistakes. But the first thing I did was to choose to be a yes to me, to choose life because I was enough. And I love myself, and I'm learning to fall in love with myself again. All because I was a yes to me, and I made a choice that day. I chose life that day. And so many people just need one more reason to choose life. And a lot of the times it's just coming on here, right here, and speaking your truth. And saying, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know my heart and my intention is to bring healing and love to the world. And my intention is for you to hear a message of hope, because you're not alone. And you got this. And it starts with a choice. So choose you and choose to reach out to people. If you don't know who to reach out to me. I'm here. Personal message me. Find me on Ask Mama Rita on linktree.com or Linktree, Ask Mama Rita. And get yourself on a free call and just tell me and share with me what is getting in the way. What is that story that keeps playing out that you are just on a broken repeat cycle that you want to break? I believe in you, and all it takes is one person to reach a hand out to you and say, I'm here. You're not alone. I understand the pain, the physical pain that had me feeling like literally everybody was better off without me alive. And today I see the proof as to why I am here and how important my life is. Not just to myself, but most importantly, to the people around me and to the potential people who I can reach with my message of love and compassion and grace and acceptance. So today I ask you, love yourself, Choose yourself. Accept yourself for all the ways you are, because it's a gift for someone. It's a gift to so many. Stop being selfish. Share your light. Share your gift. Share your journey, because it will empower and it will save a life. You will have somebody choose themselves for that day, all because you spoke your truth. Thank you for letting me share mine. And if this resonates with you, please share a comment or a like or a follow, because I'm here. My intention for the world is to bring healing to those who feel like they're stuck and there's no hope. Because I love you, and you matter, and you're enough. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and please give yourself a hug and give somebody else a hug, because they do heal and they're free. Until next time, keep your energies flowing. Mama Rita out.